So what I'm going to try to do is start with an author website that needs some help. And because we're using WordPress, I can just throw on a new theme and hopefully make it a lot better looking, and it'll work to sell more books. So first, I'm just going to go through and critique some of the things that is going wrong on this author website. This is Randall Wood's site, and he's actually doing really well on Amazon. His books are doing great. I don't think his website is helping. And with your author website, you've got to bring in the right kind of readers, and then you have to convert them into taking action, either signing up on your list or buying your books. And so first, let's just take a look. There's this up here that I can hardly read. So that's got to be moved. It also goes above his the main header here, which is kind of too big. There's too many things going on in the menu. It's got to be much less. You can't just give your readers everything like the kitchen sink. You've got to focus them where you want to focus them. So you want to decide what you want your readers to do, and you want to make it easy for them to do that without distracting them with too many things. So a lot of this stuff he could hide under like About Me, and really on your menu you should just have like a bio, or I would put an About Me page, your books, that's fine. And then I would have an excerpt to make it really easy. Like, this is free short stories. That's okay. That's a good call to action. And maybe a contact. But the other stuff, like this one, I would hide. Policy, links, I'd probably hide. For writers, maybe that one's okay. The style here I don't love. You don't need all this translation stuff. Design, you don't need. Calendar, you don't need it all. This is kind of interesting, but like maybe this one, if readers are waiting for the next book in a series, that might be okay. RSS, people don't really use RSS anymore, but you wouldn't need this huge button here. And personally, I'd put the whole menu, the sidebar on the right-hand side. It's okay on the left, but I like it on the right. Don't need a tagline. He has his books here, which is good, but they should do something when you click. And when you click, this little thing pops up to buy the books, which is actually a really cool little widget, except that people aren't going to know to click on it. And so they're not going to see the buy books unless they happen to click on it. And really, you want the buttons to just show up and to make it really easy for them to buy the books. And there should be a call to action, like, buy my books. So because this is on the WordPress site, what should be possible is this is the WordPress up here, is I can just put on a new theme and make a few changes in maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and you'll have a totally different, very professionally done WordPress site. So we're going to try to do that. I don't know how much I can actually get through it in one sitting. It depends on what I need to do once we've changed over. And we can always just change it back if I screw something up, but I won't. So I'm going to go to Appearance and Themes, and I'm going to upload a new theme. I picked out a theme that I like, that I think is going to work with his author brand. It looks like this theme already got in here, actually. So I'm just going to activate it, see what happens. I'll probably need to make a new header, but that's fine. I can make one quickly in Photoshop. For now, I'll just kind of try to get things organized. I'll show you some of his books while we're waiting on Amazon. I've actually done the covers for Randall too, so that's how we're connected. These are his books. He's doing one perma-free, I think, his first book, Closure. So it's got over 500 reviews, which is fantastic. And now that he's doing that one for free, he says he's been having a lot of luck with the rest of the books in his series. I really like some of these covers that I've done. But he's definitely got a strong series. He's building his fans and doing a lot of things right. So I expect this to be a pretty good year for him, but it would really help to have a website that looks more professional. So this is the new site. I've just changed this new theme. So some of these things kept over, like just decorations, and some didn't. But I'll clean up this menu and add some things. See, it's got a lot of the same content. It looks like even this is still going to work. Maybe I'll be able to set that so it's just automatically displaying. The blog looks a lot better. I'm not sure if I like these social things. Some things look like they're not working, like this photo credit. Also with these share buttons, see now these are the share buttons that came with the blog and these were the original ones. So he's got two sets of share buttons. So I'm going to take one off. Also, you don't need all these share buttons because too many decisions will paralyze people and then they won't do anything. So you want to give them less options. I'd probably just do Twitter and Facebook and just make it more easy for them to see something they can use. Up here, I'm going to put a little author bio. So let's just see what we can do with this. This is the logo, so I could copy this and I'm just going to save it to my desktop really quickly and make a new one in Photoshop in like under a minute, just so we have something to play with. And I'm just going to use his author name in simple font. Your header, you probably don't want something so fancy. For authors, I wouldn't use a big graphic header or a lot of pictures. You want your full covers to be the main graphic on your site, so don't kind of mess everything else up. So mostly just pick some fonts that fit your genre. I'm just using Lato. It's probably not the best font. There are definitely bolder sans serif fonts I could use. But I'm going to do this really quickly. And I'll probably center this logo also. I don't really like it over on the left-hand side like that. You could have some kind of a graphic element, like because his books are mostly action adventure, you could probably put a little gun under his logo for his author name. But I'm not even going to do that right now. Sorry, you've just been looking at the screen. So I'm going to go ahead and add in the logo that I just made. I'm just looking for the place to make changes to this theme. I'm going to stop the video here actually because I'm having trouble finding what I'm looking for. I'm going to start a new video that'll be a lot faster paced.